What's going on? What's going on? What's going on within our world right now? I mean, a bombshell lawsuit has just been filed against Tyler Perry from one of his actors on his TV show, The Oval, by the name of Derek Dixon. He has filed a lawsuit against Tyler Perry, claiming in the lawsuit he's suing him due to SA allegations, and that he's requesting $260 million for this alleged crime. Now, listening to this and actually reading some of this lawsuit and some of the details of the lawsuit, it literally reminds me of Christian Keys, who just 2 years ago was talking about an unnamed high-profile person in the entertainment industry that was doing something similar, almost if not identical to what this person is saying. But no names are actually called out on there. Now, people sort of had their speculations, such as me. I thought that's who he was talking about when he came out with his allegations, Christian Keys, but wasn't really sure. He didn't really say, and everything's alleged, of course, until they charge you officially, or you pay it out, or you do whatever, Basically, Derek Dixon is saying that Tyler Perry is holding his career over his head at this point, and he has made several advances, and he is giving text messages of conversation between him and Tyler Perry, and the things Tyler Perry was saying to him. And I might add, some of them things were pretty kind of out there. For those that speculate on his sexuality, Tyler Perry, some seem to think that his Madea character was simply who he was trying to be, but was ashamed to come out and say he was. Who's to say? The man never said he was. I mean, he had a whole girlfriend with a baby, didn't he? I think, but that don't mean that these days you can have a child and still be. So we just don't know. But allegedly, Tyler now is the next runner-up on what price is right for your SA charges. I mean, this is basically what it is. It just seems like these cases are coming out of the woodwork. At the end of the day, we ain't gonna have no music or entertainment industry with all these charges going up. I mean, it's a lot of men, but eventually I guess they're gonna start coming after the women too. So if y'all got money and y'all have some power, make sure y'all use y'all head and think wisely. With all that cash, why are you around here threatening people just to get some, Oh, Lord. Rhyme, rhyme, and you can kind of get what I was on. Like, it don't even make any sense. It doesn't. But he showed these text messages with conversations between the two of them. And apparently there was NDAs. Again, these NDAs are very misleading. Y'all need to let y'all attorneys look over these NDAs before y'all actually put your John Hancock on there, and know that in the event there is a crime going on within the confinements of these NDAs, them NDAs don't mean nothing, okay? Tell it. You ain't gonna get in trouble. In fact, they may get in trouble. So they will get in trouble. So don't let them people hold them NDAs over y'all head, because a lot of them don't even clarify the way to go when it really comes down to it. But one of these allegations was he literally grabbed his buttocks and groped him while pulling down his drawers. All right. Derek, they say, has been in therapy ever since 2020. We're in 2025, so for 5 years, he's been going to therapy about this. He also filed an EEOC complaint as well on top of this lawsuit. Tyler Perry did respond and said all the allegations that are being said here are false. But the issue with this is there's text messages. So I don't know how they're going to take that spin on these text messages that clearly came from Tyler Perry. I guess they have to make sure they're authentic. And But man, there's like 10 calls to action as far as this one against Tyler Perry and his production company. So they're going for the big guns. Not just you, bro. They're going for your LLC as well. So as we're learning in these RICO charges, you cannot be using business funds to do your sexual innuendos and tie it together. Because the minute you do that, you break through that business veil and they can tag that too. So y'all, let's all learn a valuable lesson here. One, don't be around here trying to use your money and power over people, get them to do what you want them to do. Two, eventually whatever's done in the dark is going to be brought to the light. And if you have money, use your money wisely and stop trying to bribe people just to keep your secrets in the closet, because eventually the door won't get open and everybody gonna see what's going on. So, I mean, at this point, it's just crazy. It's like day 25 of the P. Diddy case. It was really a straight PORN show. And now this, right? It's just crazy. And the fact is, a lot of people are thinking that he's going to go ahead and pay this off or he's just going to settle out of court, because you don't want this type of thing going to court. Because at $260 million, even if they don't get the full $260 million and they're attacking your company, they're probably going to get a substantial amount from you out of this, unless, of course, like they said, they fight this to the end and they take it all the way to court. Just like, well, it's not just like, because Diddy ain't fighting his. Diddy is trying to prove his innocence, in the state took him to court. But you gotta go to court for it in a similar situation. And one attorney was saying they estimate Diddy's own is around $2,000 a day. Like $2,000 a day to take this to court for a high profile case such as Tyler Perry. And we know Tyler Perry just released this new Netflix movie called Straw. There's been rumors surrounding him for a minute here, and this is crazy. I'm gonna share with you all some of this, the allegations that's being said here. But y'all, I'm kind of shocked. But as I continue to dive deep in this, I'm just curious what y'all think. Drop your comments in the comment section. Let's talk. Do y'all think this is just another money grab? Do y'all think this is it has some validity to this? Do you think Tyler Perry is going to go ahead and pay this man? Or do you think he's going to take it all the way to court? Because here's my thing. If I ain't do this and I know I did not do this, I'm not going to pay you nothing. Take me to court, okay? Let's go to court, and then after we're done, I'm going to sue you, okay? And we're gonna do this. So all you had spent for that, we're now finna take you. But of course, if you did this, then hey, I guess you better go ahead and pay, because you're not going to be able to benefit from this, but your reputation is going to be smeared. Depending on how bad this is, because there was one suspected of being you. Now there's one definitely saying it's you. And once these lawsuits get filed and people seeing that people are actually talking, there may be more that's going to come out and say it's you. So, y'all, we're in 2025. And I know a lot of people are referring to Cat Williams, but he definitely predicted this. I've even seen where some said Boondocks even said this. Matter of fact, they had a whole Tyler Perry episode, and something like this kind of happened on the episode. I need to go look at the Boondocks. Are they acting like the Simpsons now? What is really going on? Tyler Perry attorney Matthew Boyce said that they are going to fight this and that these allegations are absolutely false, and his client has not done anything like this. But we're going to see how far this is finna go and how long this is going to get dragged out, and all the secrets that's getting ready to get dragged out on this as well. All right, so I'm going to read part of the lawsuit here. It says this case arises from a sustained pattern of workplace and sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry. a powerful media mogul against plaintiff Derek Dixon, a professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and playwright who has built one of the most successful careers in the film and entertainment industry. Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a coherent sexual explorative dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him career advancement and creative opportunities, such as producing his pilot and casting him in his show, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment and battery and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advancements. These events occurred while Mr. Dixon was employed as a series regular on the Tyler Perry Show, The Oval, and while Mr. Perry held direct control over his employment, compensation, and creative opportunities. Just like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Kevin Spacey, Roger Ailes, and many others in the industry, Mr. Perry's success has led him to believe that money and influence can get him whatever he wants. The belief slowly transferred into the false idea that Mr. Perry can get whomever he wants. There are things in life that money cannot buy. Dixon did his best to tiptoe around Mr. Perry's sexual aggressions while keeping on Mr. Perry's good side. Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that Dixon ignored Perry or failed to engage with the sexual innuendos. Dixon's character would die in the next season. Indeed, Dixon's character Dale was shot 4 times in the chest at the end of the first season, The Oval Office, and Perry also held this over Mr. Dixon's head, implying that Dale would survive if Dixon kept Perry happy. So as long as you keep me happy, your character will miraculously make a recovery. Once Perry recognized the extent of the control he had over Mr. Dixon, he escalated this behavior. On multiple occasions, Mr. Perry sexually assaulted Mr. Dixon, including one incident when he forcibly pulled off Mr. Dixon's clothing, groped his buttocks, and attempted to force himself on Dixon. Mr. Dixon told a drunken Perry, he was drunk, no, and attempted to remove Mr. Perry's hands, but Mr. Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrist. Mr. Dixon was only able to escape after de-escalating the situation by abruptly changing the subject. The day after the assault, Mr. Perry called and texted Mr. Dixon relentlessly saying, "I'm tired. You call me. I really need to talk to you. Please call as soon as you can." Finally, when Mr. Dixon answered Tyler Perry's call, Mr. Perry profusely apologized for the sexual assault while blaming it on other things. Perry continued, he didn't know why he would do that. Maybe he was self-sabotaging. On the very same call, when he apologized for the sexual assault against Dixon, Perry told Dixon, "And don't worry, we're going to do your show," referring to the pilot that Perry knew Mr. Dixon had desperately wanted to produce. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Dixon got a call from Perry's lawyer saying that Christmas had come early and that Dixon was getting a substantial raise, and the show was greenlit. Perry's attorney explicitly warned Dixon not to tell any other actor on the show about Dixon's raise, because no other actor was getting a raise, only Dixon. That Dixon liked being choked, following Dixon being choked by a cast member in one of the scenes on the Oval. Why do you twist your hips when you walk? How can I get a day of Dixon? When will you be thick again? I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. I feel sorry for the first person who flirts with me. I've been trying to put that energy somewhere else, but everything is sexual on this stuff. In fact, Perry had made it clear to Dixon that he would often kill characters, would often unalive characters in order to get an actor to be loyal and obedient. In or around April 2020, and while Dixon was living in his studio home on set, Perry often coerced Dixon to drink alcohol and then get on the phone with Perry. Perry would frequently have someone drop off alcohol at Dixon's door. Then Perry would eventually turn these phone calls into sexual, explicit rants. Perry would get frustrated with Dixon and tell Dixon that he was not giving Perry what he needed. Dixon refused to succumb to Perry's sexual advances because Perry caused Perry to be even more frustrated. In and around April 2022, before the beginning to shoot the next season of The Oval, Perry called Dixon to discuss the June 2021 sexual assault. On the phone call, Perry lectured Dixon about how Dixon was overreacting to sexual assaults because of prior sexual assaults in Dixon's life. Perry said that there was a misunderstanding and miscommunication, and that Dixon needed to say no stronger. In other words, Perry blamed Dixon for the sexual assault, claiming that Perry felt that Dixon no was really a yes because Dixon did not say no strongly enough. How about it? Eventually, Perry warned Dixon, and if Dixon told his castmate about the harassment, Dixon would be opening himself up to a lot of questions and foolishness, and demand that Dixon not discuss any of their conversations with his castmates. After reporting the sexual harassment, defendant did not make any investigation into the complaint and did not take any steps to prevent further harassment from occurring. Because defendant took no action to prevent further assault or harassment, Dixon had to quit his job working on the last season of The Oval. Dixon did so even though he was under contract to finish filming and stood to make close to $400,000. Dixon did not want to be sexually harassed or be placed in danger of sexual assault again. Defendant then retaliated against Dixon, and defendant told Dixon that if he quit and told the other actors why he quit, he would be in breach of his contract. The NDA? NDAs don't protect you from crimes. But defendant told Dixon that the only way was to portray his departure from the show as a medical leave due to the emotional distress caused by the sexual harassment. I gotta read that part again. Defendant told Dixon that if he quit and told the other actors why he quit, he will be in breach of his contract. Defendant told Dixon that the only way out was to portray his departure from the show as a medical leave due to emotional distress caused by the sexual harassment. So, as a medical leave of emotional distress. But when you say it was caused by sexual harassment, wouldn't you be sort of telling them that he was sexual harassed by somebody on here? I had to read it twice. The leave of absence was to be paid medical leave. Instead, defendant made the leave of absence unpaid and therefore terminated plaintiff employment, causing Dixon additional loss of income and insult. So you finna get paid double for your trouble. Y'all stay tuned, because I'll be coming back with day 25 of the Diddy trial, because that was it's been an interesting day. I just had to throw this in because this one hit me for a loophole. I mean, I was getting ready for my evening activities of cooking dinner and stuff, and I happened to see all this, and I'm like, oh Lord, what we got going on? What's wrong, Jesus? Lord, what's wrong? Like, what is it in the water? Is it in that expensive $50-$100 water y'all around there drinking? That everybody around here losing their mind because they don't know what to do with the money that they got in their pocket? Is it that you think you are truly above everybody and you can just do whatever? Or is it people just trying to break you and smear your name and take all your money in the process? Or is this the year of how they gonna spend this? The year of the black celebrity that everybody's gonna tear them down until they're left with nothing because they don't want our people to prosper. But if our people are doing wrong, then our people need to pay the price. And that's just that, right? And if they're doing wrong, they need to pay the price. And that's just that, because wrong is wrong and right is right. But we're going to see how all this is going to go down, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But hey, we're gonna keep you informed. As always, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Keep God first. And toodles.